Have you ever wondered if the Bible contains hidden clues that challenge everything we know about God and Satan? In today's video, we're diving deep into one of the most provocative and controversial questions. Could Jesus have implied that Yahweh and Satan are connected? This isn't just a theological puzzle, it's a journey through Scripture that might change how you see the Bible forever. Let's explore together, verse by verse, fact by fact. Stick with me to the end as we uncover layers of meaning, challenge assumptions, and examine this groundbreaking perspective. The Bible, as a collection of texts written over centuries, presents complex and seemingly contradictory portrayals of divine and adversarial figures. One particularly provocative question arises from Jesus' words in John 8:44, where he accuses the Pharisees of being children of the devil, describing Satan as a murderer from the beginning and the father of lies. Could Jesus have implied a deeper connection between Yahweh, the God of Israel, and Satan, since the Pharisees, being Jews, they worshipped Yahweh? This video explores this possibility by examining the actions and characterizations of Yahweh and Satan within the Bible, focusing on their roles as deceivers and killers. Jesus' accusation in John chapter 8:44. In John 8:44, Jesus declares, here, Jesus directly associates the devil with two specific traits, lying and murdering. These traits are significant as they resonate with actions attributed to both Yahweh and Satan in the Bible. If we compare their roles, a compelling case emerges that challenges conventional theological interpretations. Yahweh as a liar and killer. Yahweh's use of lies. While Yahweh is traditionally viewed as a God of truth, there are explicit instances in the Bible where he uses deception. Kings chapter 22:23. Yahweh sends a lying spirit to deceive King Ahab's prophets, leading to Ahab's downfall. Ezekiel 14:9. Yahweh claims responsibility for deceiving prophets who stray from him. These passages reveal that Yahweh does not shy away from employing lies to accomplish his purposes, often to enact judgment or fulfill his plans. Yahweh's acts of killing. Yahweh's actions as a killer are even more pronounced. The Old Testament is replete with instances where Yahweh either directly kills or commands others to kill. The flood, Genesis 6-8. Yahweh destroys nearly all life on earth, sparing only Noah and his family. And the plagues of Egypt, Exodus chapter 7-12. Yahweh kills the firstborn sons of Egypt to compel Pharaoh to release the Israelites. The Canaanite genocide, Deuteronomy 20:16-17. Yahweh orders the Israelites to annihilate entire populations in Canaan. Judgment on Israel, Numbers 16-49. Yahweh kills 14,700 Israelites with a plague for their rebellion. These acts are framed as expressions of divine justice, but they undeniably portray Yahweh as a being who takes life on a massive scale. Satan as an agent of Yahweh. By contrast, Satan's actions in the Bible often appear subordinate to Yahweh's will, suggesting that he functions more as an agent than an independent adversary. The Book of Job, Job 1-2. Satan seeks permission from Yahweh to test Job's faith by destroying his possessions, killing his children, and afflicting him with disease. Yahweh grants this permission, explicitly limiting Satan's actions. David's census. In 2 Samuel 24:1, Yahweh incites David to conduct a census, leading to a plague that kills 70,000 people. In 1 Chronicles 21:1, the same act is attributed to Satan, implying a close relationship or even interchangeability between Yahweh's will and Satan's actions. Satan's role as a deceiver is also limited in scope. In Genesis 3:1-5, the serpent, commonly identified with Satan, tells Eve she will not die if she eats from the tree of knowledge. While this is labeled as a lie, it is technically a half-truth. Eve does not die immediately, but becomes mortal, as Yahweh later confirms. Who lies and kills more? A direct comparison reveals that Yahweh, not Satan, is responsible for more instances of lying and killing in the Bible. Yahweh's actions are framed as just and purposeful, while Satan's are characterized as rebellious and malicious. However, the textual evidence raises the question, if lying and killing are inherently evil traits, why are these actions attributed to both Yahweh and Satan? Did Jesus mean Yahweh is Satan? Given the overlap in traits and actions, could Jesus' statement in John 8:44 imply that Yahweh and Satan are connected? Consider the following points. Jesus' critique of the Pharisees. The Pharisees worshipped Yahweh, yet Jesus accused them of being aligned with the devil. This could suggest that their understanding of Yahweh was flawed, or that they misrepresented Yahweh's nature. Gnostic interpretations. Some Gnostic traditions distinguish between the Old Testament's Yahweh, a demiurge, and the true God revealed by Jesus. From this perspective, Yahweh's actions align more with the characteristics of Satan than with the God of love and truth Jesus proclaimed. Biblical ambiguities. The Bible's portrayal of Yahweh as both a God of justice and a being who lies and kills creates a theological tension. If Jesus sought to redefine the nature of God, his words in John 8:44 might reflect a radical critique of Yahweh's actions as traditionally understood. Conclusion. While mainstream theology maintains a clear distinction between Yahweh and Satan, a critical reading of the Bible reveals significant overlaps in their actions and characteristics. Yahweh is depicted as both a liar and a killer, often on a grand scale, while Satan's role is more limited and often subordinate to Yahweh's will. Jesus' accusation in John 8:44 challenges us to reconsider traditional assumptions about the nature of God and evil. Could it be that Jesus was critiquing not only the Pharisees, but also the portrayal of Yahweh in the Old Testament? This question invites further exploration and reflection on the complexities of biblical theology. Expanding on key themes. 1. The nature of lies in divine context. The use of lies, especially when attributed to Yahweh, raises profound ethical and theological questions. In 1 Kings 22:23, the use of a lying spirit reveals an intentional strategy by Yahweh to deceive for the sake of judgment. Similarly, Ezekiel 14:9 depicts Yahweh as directly orchestrating deception among prophets who stray from his commands. In contrast, Satan's lies, as seen in Genesis 3, are often aimed at undermining Yahweh's authority. However, the serpent's claim that Eve would gain knowledge if she ate the forbidden fruit proves partially true. This complexity invites readers to question the binary labels of God as truth and Satan as lies. 2. The ethics of killing in biblical context. Yahweh's mass killings, from the flood to the Canaanite conquest, are often framed within the narrative of divine justice. However, such actions starkly contrast with Jesus' teachings on mercy and forgiveness. If Jesus sought to emphasize a different vision of God, these Old Testament portrayals could have been part of the critique. Satan's role in death, as seen in Job and other passages, is consistently under Yahweh's supervision. This relationship complicates the traditional narrative of Satan as the ultimate adversary, instead suggesting a dynamic where Satan serves as an enforcer or tester within Yahweh's divine order. So, what do you think? Have we been reading the Bible with blinders on, or is there something deeper in Jesus' words that challenges traditional theology? The evidence is compelling, but ultimately, it's up to you to decide where the truth lies. If this video made you think, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Beyond Doctrine. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments. Your perspective matters, and I'd love to hear what you think about this controversial topic. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and stay curious.